It used to be an onerous task for people to establish where their parents had been for every year going back to the 1st of January 1973. That's not the Windrush process now. Now it's much more straightforward, and the Home Office will accept that provided the parents weren't absent from the UK for a period of more than 2 years, they will accept that those that had indefinite leave have retained that status. And the test is simply on the balance of probabilities. So if it is probably true with reference to tax and employment and health service records that the parents were resident continuously from 1988 onwards, then the parents will have indefinite leave, and then their children born in the UK, now they have a parent by blood who had settled status, that will make those children automatically British citizens. And more importantly, anybody who has been denied that status will also now have a Windrush claim for consequent loss. So there will be compensation paid by the government to people who were deprived of their entitlement to either British citizenship or to settled status. So people who were previously citizens of the United Kingdom and colonies would have lost their right of abode. So they were still British citizens, but their right of abode was for all Commonwealth countries except the United Kingdom. Similarly, some people who held that status who had never been naturalised in the United Kingdom but who stayed in the country of their birth, they on independence would automatically have become citizens of the newly independent countries. So what's important for that generation to establish is whether or not there was a parent of theirs, a grandparent who had been born in the United Kingdom, or, and this is the most important question for them, whether or not that parent had been naturalised or registered in the United Kingdom. So that means a search of the National Archive records for that generation could mean that somebody who thought that they had lost their entitlement to citizenship, in fact, might have retained it. So they would need to make a search of the archive records, which are held at the National Archive in Kew, to find their naturalisation certificate and to find whether or not that naturalisation took place abroad in a consulate or high commission, or whether or not the naturalisation took place in the UK.